Hi, today I'm going to be demonstrating a KNO3 E45 powered rocket engine. Now this is a homemade rocket engine that I built, and it's my first one that I've really ever built. I've taken the fuel for these kind of rocket engines and demonstrated it on some of my videos, but I've never really ever built an actual rocket engine using that same fuel. At either end I have a clay plug. The clay plug I made out of cheap unscented cat litter, and I drilled a 1/4-inch nozzle into the end. The housing of the rocket engine is 3/4-inch PVC Schedule 40. And I cut it to a length of 5 inches long. To secure it to the table for the engine demonstration, I've attached the engine to a magnet, and I've wrapped the magnet with duct tape around the engine. Hopefully that'll hold it. I'm going to ignite the rocket engine electronically with a wire attached to a launch controller. Let me take the camera here and I'll show you more of the engine up close. Now, when I drilled the 1/4-inch nozzle at the end, as you can see, I didn't get it exactly in the center where I wanted it. It's more to the right. The igniter is held in place by a clay plug. So, but since the rocket engine, I mean, it's my first one, and it's not going to be used on a flight, just for a test, the off-centered nozzle will be okay. Now, if I was going to use it for an actual flight, yes, definitely, then I would want it in the center of the engine. So anyway, you can see there, it's still got some of the PVC markings on it. And at the back end, deep inside, if I can get it turned here, there is another piece of clay, because for a test I don't need a delay, an ejection charge, so I just plugged both ends. So, and that runs with a wire to the launch controller. Get the camera set back up here and we'll start the test. Okay, now the fuel that I used for this is made up of 65% potassium nitrate, thoroughly mixed with 35% powdered sugar. Not granular sugar like I've shown in some demonstrations, even though that will work. But powdered sugar burns more, because it's so fine grained, it burns more cleanly and steadily. So that's what you want, definitely, when using it for a rocket engine. You don't want some clump of granular sugar somehow disrupting your rocket's thrust while it's halfway up into the sky. So let's start the test, and let's see how my first homemade rocket engine performs. right. T-minus 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, ignition. Alright, well I would say that's a definitely performed really well. And now there is some bulging, and the engine is still super hot, but the engine really performed good. That was a little over 30 seconds of thrust, which is pretty decent considering store-bought rocket engines only give you a thrust of about 1.5 to, in some cases, 2.8 seconds, maybe a little longer in some cases. So a 31 second rocket thrust is fantastic. So I'm going to try to keep building rocket engines, get better at it, and once I do, I'll demonstrate more for you to enjoy. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you next time.